Hi, welcome to Heart of the Home. We're here at Meadow Hall at Meadow Event Park in Doswell, Virginia. And we've got lots of great products from our local farmers, and we're going to have some fun. This recipe is called lemon curd. It's really kind of like a custard, but made with lemon juice instead of milk. So I've got lemon juice, some grated lemon rind, and some sugar in here, along with eggs, right? And a stick of butter that was softened first. Right, and I'm just going to mix this up good, and you can see it's already starting to thicken. Already starting to thicken. Now, this will tighten up just like a custard. You put it in the refrigerator, and it'll get really thick. And we're going to serve this with something that's one of my favorite foods. This is a variation on a strawberry shortcake. Right? We're going to use good southern biscuits for the base of our shortcake. It's going to take another couple of minutes for this, so what I'm going to do is do this off camera so you don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch eggs thickening on the stove. Well, now this is nice and thick. You can see this is going to be just wonderful on our shortcake here. Right? So we've got fruit, we've got the lemon curd. Now we're going to do the biscuits. This is probably more information than you need, but all wheat flours have gluten, and the more gluten in it, the tougher the finished product. So you got bread flour that's high gluten and pastry flour that's low. For this dish, for biscuits, we want something kind of in between, an all-purpose flour. But even all-purpose flours are different. What I've added here is baking powder, baking soda, salt, and some sugar. The recipe is up on the board, so you'll be able to get how much. Now this, if you're making southern biscuits, this is the flour. This is white lily. It has a protein content of about 8%. Really good stuff. All right, so now first thing is make a well in there, mix all of this stuff up, make a well in there, and I've got some butter that I put in the freezer. All right, and I'm going to, instead of cutting it in the way you've been taught by other people, I have a box grater that I also put in the freezer. And now I'm just going to grate this butter down into the flour mix. And I'm going to just go partially through this so you can see what it looks like. You see, this is how this is grated. Now I take a wire whisk instead of a cutter, and I can move this around, and I'm cutting the little bits of butter that's left there into the flour. All right. Now, all right, and this takes a little bit of time, so we're going to take just a little time and do it off camera, and we'll be right back. Now again, I'm going to make a little well, right, and I'm going to put some buttermilk in there. Now the baking powder and the baking soda need a little bit of acid in order to activate. All right? So I'm adding the acid from the buttermilk, and that's we're going to make a nice rough shaggy mix here. We don't want to mix it too much. We don't want to knead this because it'll strengthen that gluten. Right. And that's about where we want it to be. Get that out of the way. Now I'm going to tap this out nice. Should be a little shaggy, sort of semi-dry. Now I'm going to cut it with my biscuit cutter. All right. And this is going to go onto this pan so that I can put it into the oven. And these will go in the oven at about 425 degrees for about 20 minutes. And when they come out, we're going to enjoy the shortbread. All right, well, we're back, and we've got some wonderful products from our local farmers. It comes to us through Relay Foods, our sponsor for the show. All right, and we're going to put together our little shortbread here. Shortcake. I'm going to pop open this biscuit. That's going to go there. I'm going to put another one over here just for some height. All right, now I'm going to put some blackberries on there. And some strawberries. And some raspberries. You can see how careful I am about placing every one of these berries in a particular place, because berries are unruly. So there we go. So we've got, that's enough. That's enough for me, probably enough for you and a couple of friends. But now we take our curd, and isn't this beautiful? And I'm just going to start here, put a little bit on the plate, and put a little bit more on the fruit. And we've got one delightful dessert, or as I call it, lunch. So here's our version of a great fruit shortcake. Southern biscuits, fruit from Virginia's farmers, and a lemon curd. Brings it all together. We'll see you next time when we're back here at Meadow Hall, at the Meadow Event Park, where we get a chance to play with some great Virginia food.
Recipes from the heart of the home can be found on the Relay Foods website at relayfoods.com.